November 7 Lima Charlie Tango.
Let's see here. November 7 Lima Charlie Tango. Is that a Roger?
Charlie Tango. Is that a Roger?
Copy that.
Roger, Roger. Lima Charlie Tango. What is the name there?
Lima Charlie Tango. What is the name there?
Yeah, the name is Seth, Sierra Echo Tango Hotel, located in Knoxville, Tennessee. I got you booming in here at 5'9", sounding good. Over.
Roger, Roger, Seth. You're in Tennessee. And what radio are you running today, sir?
You're in Tennessee. And what radio are you running today, sir?
I've got the People's Radio, the ICOM 7300, and I just put up a new antenna. I've got you on a 128-foot long wire here in the mountains, and I'm able to have it strung up off the back of the house. So I've got it hung up over a tree far off in the distance, and so hopefully I'm getting out pretty good. But I've got you on 100 watts on my IC 7300, my new long wire. Over.
Roger, Roger, Seth. Okay, I'm copying you on a Michigan SDR. It's a new one to me. I usually use Milford, but they're not operating for some reason today. So if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, first thing is to double check that you're in that 100 to 2900 wide bandpass mode on your transmitter. 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger.
100 to 2900. Roger, Roger.
I seem to be in there. Am I having some splatter?
Yes, sir. Well, you might check on that later. 100 to 2900 will give you the best performance on that 7300. It's called wide mode. All right. So our actual setup procedure starts with you engaging a compressor at a 3. It's a token amount, but it'll do just what we need to do to get to that 3 dB dynamic range at the end. So compression on at a 3. Roger.
Compression on at a 3. Roger.
Yeah, I'm not copying you on that. Or you want me to change the setting in my radio?
Yes, sir. Compression on at a 3. Double check if you're there already. Fine. If not, go ahead. Compressor on at a 3. Roger.
Compressor on at a 3. Roger.
Do you know the commands in the radio where I can find that setting?
Hang on a second. I got one sitting here. I just need to take a look real quick. That's on your multi-button, right upper corner of your display. Multi-button will, as you tap that, it will sequence through those items. Compressor on at a 3, Roger.
Compressor on at a 3, Roger.
I have compression on at a 5. Should I turn it down?
Yes, sir. Compressor on at a 3. When you start exceeding the 3, it starts to be noticeable on the air and starts to be sucking up things between words, which does you no good. So a 3 on the compressor is ideal. Roger.
3 on the compressor is ideal. Roger.
Copy that. I just moved it down to compression on at 3. How about that?
Alrighty, so the next thing would be to move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, and you use that word as a tone, a human setup tone, audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is showing 2/3. 2/3 on your ALC meter by way of mic gain control. Roger?
By way of mic gain control. Roger?
Roger that. I'm trying to find what meter I should be looking at for that. Can you give me some guidance there?
I'll tell you what, it's the one below the main one. It's right in the middle there. It's number 2 down vertically, Roger. And it only goes halfway to the other one, so you want to go halfway to the ALC meter itself. Roger, Roger?
ALC meter itself. Roger, Roger?
Yeah, I'm hearing you on that. I see my S meter, my SWR, but that's the only meter I see. Let me change the view to see if it gives me an ALC meter. 1 second.
I'll tell you what, note to self. Why don't you make a note there and work that out. You want to go 2/3 on the ALC meter. That's the nice spot to be in, 2/3, and you control that with your mic gain as you say the word audio. Just make a note to yourself to do that, Roger.
Audio. Just make a note to yourself to do that, Roger.
No, that sounds good. I have my gain on 40%, so it's pretty low. Just let me know if it's giving you any trouble.
I'll tell you what, take that up to about 55 and I'm looking at your audio on a VU meter, and I can tell ballistically what your dynamic range is. So bring it up to about 50 and let me hear you.
So bring it up to about 50 and let me hear you.
November 7 Lima Charlie Tango on the 50. I got it at 55 now. How am I sounding?
Yeah, I would run it right at 55, but I want you to double check that later by your ALC. You know, take your book and find out how to bring your ALC up and verify that. It looks good, sounds good, but you know, the ALC is the Bible for your radio. So you want to learn how to use that ALC meter, and it'll tell you in the book where it is and how to bring it up. You know, and we suggest running that at 2/3, Roger.
Just running that at 2/3, Roger.
Roger that. No, that sounds good. I appreciate the guidance. Is there anything else that I can adjust or do to help my audio along? Over.
Might go to EQ, your EQ page. That's transmit sideband and 2 clicks tone control, 2 clicks boost on your treble EQ, 2 clicks hotter than where you are on your treble EQ, Roger?
Hotter than where you are on your treble EQ, Roger?
Okay, so I copy EQ. Where will I find that on the radio?
That's tone control sideband. That should get you settings. Tone control sideband, Roger.
Tone control sideband, Roger.
I've got that written down to look at. Where should my setting be on the tone control sideband?
Plus 2 clicks hotter treble EQ than where you are. Add 2 clicks more treble EQ than where you are, Roger?
More treble EQ than where you are, Roger?
No, that sounds good. Do you have your IC 7300 in front of you where you could show me how to adjust that?
Well, it's self-explanatory. When if you have any doubts, check your book. But it's go to settings, go to transmit, go to sideband, and then that will EQ, tone control, and that will give you your plus or minus on your bass and your treble, and you want to go 2 clicks. Boost on your treble from where you are, Roger?
Boost on your treble from where you are, Roger?
No, I hear that. Sounds good. I'm looking for the settings. I see menu, function, scope, quick, exit, all on the bottom. I'm looking for the settings button. Over.
Okay, there's a thing that looks like a wrench, and a screwdriver is kind of an X. Do you see that? And
a screwdriver is kind of an X. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it. It says SETH, so thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think you can carry it from there. It's, pretty straightforward. If you want to go there, I'll hang out for just a minute. 2 clicks boost treble EQ.
Hang out for just a minute. 2 clicks boost treble EQ.
I found the setting. Now I'm on TX bass, treble, wide. I think I see the TBW wide that you were telling me to adjust earlier. What are you saying I should hit 2 clicks above on?
On your treble EQ, plus 2 clicks additional from where you are on your treble EQ, Roger?
From where you are on your treble EQ, Roger?
Copy that. How am I sounding now? This is with 2 clicks on treble, over.
You're sounding magnanimous. Just beautiful there, Seth, Roger?
Just beautiful there, Seth, Roger?
Thank you for all the help. So with the, I'm trying to look at this, the 100 to 2900 pass band. How should I adjust that? Over.
You have 3 settings. One is narrow, medium, and wide. And you want to be on the wide. That's 100 to 2900, Roger?
On the wide. That's 100 to 2900, Roger?
Roger that. I believe I was already set on the wide passband. Do I need to do anything with the bass for my voice, or just leave it alone where it is?
I just leave it alone for right now. You're nice and intelligible. It got a nice top end. It's very understandable. It's not muddy at all. Very nice. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, it'll take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger?
No, that sounds good. I heard you saying that. Is your name Jim Fergusson? I heard you announce that earlier and pulled it up here on YouTube. I think this is a very interesting thing that you're doing, and I appreciate you helping me along with my radio.
Roger, Seth, our ham aspects is just a part of that. It's Jim's radio story, and we have a lot of stuff, 2,600 programs of all different kinds of productions that we did in our career, and we were lucky enough in most cases to get the masters, and so when we put radio story together, we had a lot of stuff to work with, Roger.
A lot of stuff to work with, Roger.
No, that sounds good. This is great. I really appreciate this. I'm a relatively new ham. I just picked up my extra ticket last week, and so I've been slowly adding things to my repertoire of what I can do better. I started with a Yaesu ST-890. It barely had a digital display, and I've gone through 4 or 5 different antennas before I found the G5RB Junior, which I really liked, but I was constrained to 40 and 20 meters, and I wanted to work, I wanted to use my radio to its, full capacity, so I got the long wire up today, and I'm hoping to work 80 meters this evening over.
Yes, sure. Neat thing is a rotary selector switch where you can run all those antennas and go through those in just a nanosecond, and particularly the two that are for 40. I'm assuming you have 2 antennas for 40, and you can go back and forth between those and check out which one's the hottest. And usually the hottest antenna for your receive is the hottest transmission back to the party that you're listening to. So with that AV switch, you can learn a lot about what's coming in, Roger.
You can learn a lot about what's coming in, Roger.
Yeah, I copy that. I think that's a wonderful idea. I do have one of those switches here. I left my G5RB up just in case the long wire didn't work out. I contemplated putting the switch on it this afternoon, but as I was climbing around through the woods and the mountains and slid down the hill and all of the fun things that come along with putting up a new antenna, I decided to put that on the to-do list for a later date. Over.
Roger that. And you can juxtapose a second antenna that is counter to the first antenna. If you're running north and south on your first antenna, run east and west on your second antenna, and you'll get a totally different perspective between the two, Roger.
You'll get a totally different perspective between the two, Roger.
Roger that. I think that's really good perspective. I appreciate that advice, and we'll probably end up doing that before the weekend is over. Thank you.
Roger, Seth. Well, let me say 73, sir. Thanks for dropping by. And again, if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do the call letter search KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. And it will be a cut number 1 on this recording on a YouTube search, and we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So 73, Seth. Have a great day and a beautiful weekend. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.